Let's not act like this is unfamiliar territory for you. Remember the Hooked on You stream? That's still returning. Don't get it twisted. I will be playing that game. Oh, that's loud. I've been sitting here after the murder I've committed. Oh my gosh. Are you okay? Are you recovering? Maybe the happy vibes of this game can save you. I got my revenge. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I figured you lived, but I was thinking, like, mentally, are you sitting there, like, PTSD? Rick, after he bit that dude's neck out? Okay. Yes. It means I'm torn out of my friendly lobbies for now. Like, that's okay. You just go into a few. And, oh shit, it's not showing the fucking game. Why are you not seeing the game? What the fuck? Hold on. No, it's like not letting me. Oh, there we go. Hold on. Zahara starting already? What happened? Can I not type? I guess I can't put the letter 8 in my name. The dating sim you should do is date everything. I could play that. That'd be fun. I can't fit my fucking name. Dude. Okay, but hold on, because I still can't. I need the settings now. Because... do I have to play it fucking windowed? That looks like shit. I hate that. I'm ending game to tax your hardware. I did not think this would be the one. It's like it's just fucking... my fucking game... I don't know. I guess I could do a game capture, but I have to add that. It won't even let me select it as a window to capture, actually. Fern did this on purpose? Yeah, he If I just tell it to automatically capture the game. Are you detecting this as a game? Okay. Nope, it's gone. Alright. Oh, no, I forgot I was just paused. Hey. I see an annoying girl running toward me. Why? Wait. What the fuck? Why is my stream, like, behind over here? Or you guys are still seeing the pause screen? What the fuck? What in the hell? My mouse movements are correct, but you're not seeing what I'm seeing. This game should be fucking destroyed. What is happening? Fuck it, I'm playing it in fucking windowed. We're just gonna deal with the bar at the top. It's fine. What the fuck, dude? God, it looks fucking not good, but whatever. Fuck, it's fine. I'll tell you now. It won't affect your experience much. Yeah, it shouldn't. I'll forget about the bar real quick. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. Yeah. Used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayora catch up to me. Hey, while you're gone, I wrote some kind of poem since this is a literature game, I guess. Hell yeah, hit me with it. I mean, what is this noise? I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Was I supposed to pick a girl name? It wouldn't let me put 8-bit, and it wouldn't let me fit spelling out the letter 8, and I don't know. Yeah, you say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Kane. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. No one talks to me. Rooms I enter fall silent. Passing glances of acknowledgement in the street. The acrid twitch in the eye of the woman waiting in line behind me. All my life, I felt completely alone, like no one ever saw me. Not that that was the worst thing ever, but now I think I know something worse. Now I feel incredibly, unbearably perceived. No one talks to me. Oh. I do like that. Is this poem about me? No, that's good, man. Damn. Fire. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayora. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Kane, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club, yes, Doki Doki Literature Club. I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible I did, in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayora likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free times on games and anime. That's me. That's literally me. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Oh, these are high schoolers? Fucking Japanese games. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. Sorry, can you put your hands down? You're not cute to me yet. And I know you're happy now. But I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Oh, I know what that is, I think. Unless that's a game-specific thing. I feel like I've heard of this. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayora wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayora? Sayora must come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me. It's not gonna make you late to your own club. Also, I'll say now, so some bum otaku doesn't come in here and get on your ass about it, it's Sayori. Oh, I'm so sorry, dude. Thank you. Sayori. What the fuck was I even saying? That looks right. I must have just fucking read it wrong and then just been going with it. Because literally that looks exactly like how I should have said it. Ah, yeah, I fucking read an A. I don't know why. My bad. Dumb. I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Fucking nerd. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's just so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? I'll try to be vigilant in chat, also just so you don't get spoiled here. For once, I'll actually do my job and shit instead of just writing poems and shit posting. No, man, don't ever feel like that's your job. Those are just powers given to you because you're here enough, but I don't expect you to do anything. If you leave people in here saying crazy shit, I'll deal with it too. You know? That's okay. You know. Shit's unpaid. You don't need to care about that. I don't care about my own job because I don't think it's paid enough. Okay. Did I actually? Yeah. Okay. Powers given to you because you're here enough, so that's how Black Widow keeps her job on the Avengers. She's just always hanging around, so fuck it. Damn it. Yes, let's go. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of this school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I've watched too much anime, probably, because literally, like, I'm kind of just doing my own voice, and obviously a little higher for her, but I can hear the tones that they would say it in. I can see the animation, you know? I'll get paid you being able to experience this game how I did. Hardly anyone gets to do that unspoiled with how big it got from what I hear. Yeah, somehow I avoided that circle by the time, like, all it is that I've seen it has a horror tag. And so I'm like, well, something's up with it. I gotta say, I've played games that have this exact little menu at the bottom, and they're normally, like, much shittier games. Nice. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you, Girl 1. Sayori always says nice things about you. Girl 2, seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. You look evil. What's up? Like, why do you have the... I don't know. What's with this symbol? Ah, Kane, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. We got 4 more women to voice, so you better get them vocal cords stretching. They're all about to just be different levels of sultry. I'm gonna... What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. So sorry. Natsuki. She's gonna have that kind of voice. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yori, the smartest in the club. What did I say her voice was like? Don't say things like that. We're going for a Jesse, or I mean, yeah, Jesse Team Rocket. Imagine one of them walk up and it's just a swastika pin, one of their hair. Oh, you're American. That's what I would say. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's probably, it can't be Monica, right? That's not how you say that. Is someone gonna correct me on that? Monica? No. Must be a transfer student. Damn it. No, it's just Monica, actually. Okay. Perfect. That's right. It's great to see you again, Kane. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we're in the same class last year. Monica is probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. This is the guy I'm gonna be. You too, Monica. I can see the giant animated sweat bead on the back of my head. Come sit down, Kane. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Oh, whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. It would have been kind of funny if they just put like a PNG of it, like not animated, just an actual picture. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. Ooh, so cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe. But not for you. You know, dummy. I read that wrong, but you get it. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Maybe I was just immature, but high school me would have totally been a little pissed, sorry, for bringing me to a club that's just girls. I know my ass would have been like, sorry, where are my boys? What am I supposed to do with this? I would have been like, this feels like you guys aren't going to want me here. Right? Like, I would have been like, just, you know, let me not invade your space. Oh, hey, Sam. You're about to be on an ad, so I can't really explain. Listen. It's not what it looks like. Let Fern explain to you. Maybe. Maybe you... Are you on an ad? If you're not on an ad, I'll explain. Oh my gosh. Not on an ad? Okay, perfect. I'm on an ad, but hi, Sam. This game is allegedly a horror game. I have no idea how, and Fern is quite excited that I'm going into it blind, because apparently it got very popular, so not a lot of people got to experience it blind. So luckily I avoided that somehow, and I don't know how it's going to become a horror game, but this is how it starts, as a dating sim. You gotta believe me. But how are you doing, Sam? Welcome in. A psychological horror game, as the Steam tag says, see? We're here not to goon, but to read poetry. That's so good. I think Fern's trying to get you to play another dating sim. I mean, I was just saying, I am absolutely going to keep playing that Dead by Daylight one. I just haven't yet. I have no idea what voices I was doing for those characters, but fuck it. We ball. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I hadn't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. Oh my god, 10 stream streak? Thank you, Sam. That's fucking badass. I appreciate that. I wouldn't have to convince him to do that. That's true. They're lucky that there's not a Survivor Dead by Daylight dating sim with Sable and Alan Wake. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something. Oh yeah, I read that, sorry. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard and convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. It makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. I almost had one of those, and I played Schedule 1 and died. Yeah. That's alright, man. You're here plenty. When you're on and I listen. Yeah. Well, I appreciate that. You know? You don't ever feel pressure to be here, but anytime you are, you're more than welcome, and we love having you here. I want to test something? Okay, what are you going to test? I'm sure there's one of those somewhere. A Sable dating simulator? Yeah, but it's probably not family friendly. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe that's what... That doesn't... Monica worked really hard to find 3 girls in the school that liked reading. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Kane, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? What the fuck? You're trying to see if the bot could... I'm a... Long explanation is detailed, extensive, and thorough account. You put the fucking definition of long explanation. What kind of evil fucking test is this? God damn it. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that could change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up and that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. Monica worked very hard to find 3 Americans who can read. They're all American, they just have Japanese names because their parents were all drunk. And otaku. Sam running RNG Mania Wild Nuts. What is she planning? Yeah, fucking Sam's trying to turn my stream into that ARG I was talking about. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberately take advantage of your lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. Yeah. It was called Bad Man, and I read it for the rest of my life. We're like so close. I don't know where we ended today. I didn't read much today, but still. 306 out of 379. I want to see if Nightbot would copy, now wondering how much it will actually do. Yeah, he does have some kind of limit. I just don't know what it is. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Damn, you gained all that by ear, but just look in her general direction. Y'all haven't even spoke yet. Fucking A. Crazy. We built this relationship like Marcus and North. At this rate... Oh, wait, yeah. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you? I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh? Why is that? Well, I just... Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud, and give that back. Fine. She was just hanging on to that piece of paper, waiting to pull it out of her pocket and be like, we found this. That's for sure. This is the real horror. The final page of Bad Man is just the first page of Bad Man. It just proceeds. Imagine the book is just a time loop and he's always losing his brother. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. So are Siddles? I don't know if that word is. Siddles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not very confident writer yet? Damn. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Kane? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. My god, Monika's hair is insane. She could hang me with that shit. I know. Nuts. Yuri spitting facts. Yeah, you're right. Definitely felt like Monika was just waiting for a chance to embarrass her friend with that fucking owner fucking. Like, what the fuck? Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made a decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought, Kane, you all, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. I expected, like, right after she said that, lightning to strike. Everybody just turns into a demon and they drag me into hell. I forgot how sweaty this main character feels sometimes. I mean, I named him after me. Now I feel like I should have named this fool something else. In my head, I was like, okay, if there's some kind of horror element, maybe it'll fuck with me more if I put my name. Because I don't really ever do that. I always do 8-bit, but... Okay, everyone. I think that with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Kane, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? Already feeling the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Kane, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay. I guess 8-bit wouldn't have been as charming. I don't know. I hate spelling it out like that. I always think it doesn't look good. But also, you're right. Especially for this, I think it would have felt weirder. Fuck it. You know, I have a podcast where I say my name. So while I don't offer it up immediately to people, it's not like I'm hiding it. 8-bit could have worked, though. Would have just had to pray there ain't a character in this game named Bit. I love those stupid fucking memes. Kid in the class named Bit. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth. I should save. I feel like I've had a few conversations. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstance, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. I wouldn't want to lose these awesome character moments. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Okay, problem... I already wrote my poem so I can kick my feet up. Hell yeah. I don't remember who said horror. Was it Monica that said horror? No, it was her. Okay, that's who I'm trying to pick. Poison Kane. Ooh, didn't really mean that, but it's fine. Does she want horror words? Because I didn't feel like she likes... Okay. Disaster? That's weird. Bouncy, what the fuck? Hurt? Oh, okay. Contamination? How are these gonna fit into a poem? Unstable. Judgment. Disown. Atone. Oh. It's crazy. I've only hit her. I'm glad I'm not the one writing it. I actually do like the soundtrack of this game. This is fun. This is... It's pretty good. I like it. Oh, she's angry. I should have remembered that. Oh, I keep fucking confusing, I guess. I don't know what Doki Doki means. Hi again, Kane. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Kane. Hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. It's like a sound like ba-dum. Ba-dum. Like a drum. Okay. Doki Doki. Like a sound. Okay. Like thwip. Like it's the sound effect. If that makes sense. Yeah, okay. Sarah told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself... That's weird. That's the sound... That's the name of the fucking... Doki Doki Literature Club? Interesting. I don't know. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Kane always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. That literally is me, though. An onomatopoeia. And I see. And you almost set your house on fire once. I bet. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Kane can become good friends, too. Sayori. Why do they make characters? Dude, Monica is totally mean girling Natsuki. Fucking hate. She is, right? Crazy. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation you just put me into. No, I am trying to hit on this girl. This is the one I picked. Oh, Yuri even brought you. wait. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Well, alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's gonna be a fucking, like, children's book. Big words for someone who keeps her fucking shitty manga in class. You fucking dumb fucking dwarf. Just attacking her for no reason. It's gonna be Batman. That would be so fucking good, dude. It's a short read. Nah, it's not Batman. So it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. Okay. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. Alright, don't come. Like, it's fine. We could discuss it. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. I'm assuming that this whole interaction is based off my poem, and this could have happened from any of the girls. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. We could discuss if you wanted slipping on more noise. Damn it. Ah! Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks... I'm fucking in a single classroom with her, staring at her. Of course she noticed. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. That only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place, but I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Ah, well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean... I just happened to buy 2 of them. I said, why is she being... Like, you got me a gift. It's fine. Alright? There's 5 people here just staring at her from 2 chairs over. He acts like his cover got blown when she notices. Yeah. Damn. And, like, I don't even have a book or anything. I'm just sitting there, just staring at her directly. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. Start reading it now, brother, because this is the perfect time. Because you're at this club, that's what she's doing. Just staring like Connor. Detective. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. Is this a Life is Strange reference? Are you actually reading that shit? Yeah. She closed it to read the back. Like, what were you doing this whole time? She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Oh, I thought she was actually about to give you zero details. Yeah, she's totally just reading off the back. Yeah. Oprah Winfrey said this is the book of the year. It says on the back here. Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. No, she told you she likes horror yesterday. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Kane? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot Yuri's into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. Life is Strange reference again. She's fucking illiterate. That's why she joined the literature club. She thought it was like a beginner's thing. And when everyone started talking about their favorite books, she just had to pretend. She fucking, is pretending to read the book like King Shark in Suicide Squad. He's holding it upside down. Read. Me, so smart, me. Damn it. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. He's such a funny character in a game like this. Yeah. Just completely, like, clearly hiding the fact that they can't read and they join this club and they're just stuck in here now. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they made it out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? That's what I said. That's what I fucking said, dude. You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. My character's just so calm about it. Are you sure? Even though the whole time he's like, maybe I can get close to one of these girls. Can I really be happy spending every day after school with all these girls? Oh my god, it's a girl. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri's in the corner of my eye. I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead. Are you sure? Alright, relax, Omni-Man. I'm about to be on an ad, allegedly. So, hold on, maybe? Okay, should be back. Is this how you feel with us in chat where you're trying to rizz up anime girls? Yeah, basically. I can feel the fucking presence. I was just you're really positive. Fuck, did I click just now? I can't go back. Or I can. Yeah. So sorry, I was just... That's all I missed is I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry, I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. God, you got your own book. Just read your own fucking book, okay? Why do we got it, like, you know? Uncomfortable. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is the way. So instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides under her thumb after it flips to her side. Yeah, I understand how this works. They're describing it to me. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. I saw her look over at me. Are you ready? Huh? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. What do you mean I've been patient with you? Why are you being so weird? I regret picking you, I think. I don't know. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. I see. You're kind of fucking stupid, right? Yeah. That's what she said. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. Oop. But she also second guesses all the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Kane, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that... Well, wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you're self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Uh-huh. What are you saying all of a sudden? I've been saying it since the moment I got in here. Elris. Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. How come I couldn't choose Monica from, like, I only had the 3 of them? It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Whoop. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah? My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? Oh, we're not just gonna share, like stand in front of the class and share? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. You can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Meanwhile, mine's on a fucking printer sheet of paper in crayon. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Yuri. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri's fist covers her mouth, then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Hahaha. Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. First playthrough? It is in fact. Welcome in, V and Chill. First playthrough, and I don't know anything besides the fact that it has a psychological horror tag. So, luckily I'm playing it blind. Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. But I just played through it yesterday, first time on side stories now. Interesting. Well, I look forward to seeing what it's all about. I hope you enjoyed. I mean, sounds like it if you're going on and playing side stories. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and then they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Great game, super obsessed with it now. Well, good. I'm glad to hear that, man. Like, I'm looking forward to feeling the same. I mean, I like the soundtrack I was just talking about. I like the vibes. I like that. I don't know where it's going. I think it's going to be good. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh, shit. Ghosts under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. Must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing, air of present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Literature club be like, fucking Natsuki. All my homies hate Natsuki, apparently. Yeah, fucking A. Man, having to read cursive, the true horror. I am bad at reading cursive, actually. I think I did it, but I'm just saying, like, I am that guy. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. My character's just like, yeah, I can't fucking read this at all. But what? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Did it take me that long? Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. Backhanded a little. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Kane. Really? Must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering at her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. Hadn't even thought of that. It's impressive. Eh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Kane. You don't gotta do it for me. It's fine. Me too. First poem part? Yes, yeah. I mean, I'm very early on. Like, I've been streaming for almost 5 hours, but I wasn't playing this the whole time. By any means. Yeah. Who should I show my poem to next? Everybody hates her. I'm gonna go to her, even though she's gonna be biased or whatever, but they're all mean to her, so. Kane, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. That's the voice I was giving her. I forgot. Kinda grumbly. What? Harsh? What? You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put effort. Jesus. This is different than... We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Didn't like that. Wow, I wonder why they're all mean to her. Yeah, she immediately starts yelling at me. Painful to think about. Fine. Well, sorry. They hate her because my voice, probably, that I'm doing for her. It's been me the whole time. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Calm down. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. You're doing her dirty, making her sound like a Goomba. This poem... Why is it also playing this dumb... The music that's playing right now in the background sounds like I'm supposed to look at her like an idiot. This is the piece of paper I literally said was going to be mine. I said it was going to be on printer paper and in crayon. Yeah? I told you that you weren't going to like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. Entire world's against this girl. Yeah, this is pretty fucking stupid, Natsuki. Natsuki, best girl. Give her a chance. Okay. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Hey, that's true. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. Oh, sorry. My phone fucking vibrated. I was seeing what it was. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice things about simple writing is that it puts more... Oh, that's her voice. Anyway, puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Okay. I mean, that does work in songs, I guess. Helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. This is a good poem, Kane. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. That's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Oh, thank you for following, VN Chill. Appreciate that. I don't really care how old everyone is. Japan. I was gonna make the same fucking joke. Well, I was actually gonna say, like, Jared from Subway or some shit like that. But yeah, I don't really care how old everyone is. Yeah. I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Oh, well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Kane. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. Not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Okay, bars. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. I hope you're able to play this completely unspoiled like I managed to, outside of just knowing vaguely something was up. It's a bit difficult with how big it is, but got the best way. Yeah. I don't even know how I found it. I've always gone to Steam and hit like the horror tag, and for quite a while it was always in like the top recommended, but I never clicked it because I was like, I don't know what this is. Like, it doesn't look like what I'm looking for. I was looking for like, you know, cheap, shitty horror games. Hi, Kane. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Kane. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Mm-hmm. Great job, Kane. I was gonna in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. I was on itch.io when it came up popular or something, I think. Yeah, okay, makes sense. Well, still, it's cool that you got to experience it that way. It sounds like that's definitely the way, and I bet a lot of people did not get that. If it got super big, you know? It could take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. Could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction that spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Okay. She didn't say anything about Natsuki. Damn, you're right. She didn't. I didn't even think about that. They do not fuck with Natsuki. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. You try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So you just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright, Monica's kind of whooping my poem's ass from earlier, but at least mine was better than Natsuki's. Yeah. I wish I could see what mine was. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way poems can stand up to theirs. My poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. You could always write your own. I suppose I could. I could write a real one. I should have just wrote down those words I was selecting and seen what I could do with it. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Oops. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Oh, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was just trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would ask someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Kane did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Kane liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. You were already standing up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Kane appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go on my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Kane started showing up. She said she stuffs her bra. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Kane, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective. This is the music that should have been playing when we were reading Natsuki's poem. Dr. Seuss Jungle Book ass shit. Damn it. You're right. Then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? I'm about to have an ad, so when I have an ad, I'm gonna hit be right back, you know, and just chill, just in case, because I don't know who's actually on an ad and who's not. Yeah, I'm just gonna actually stop right there. It should be in a second. I'll be right back. Fern, you're back from an ad. See, for me, it says that you're supposed to have 15 more seconds now. And obviously it said more when you said you were back. Fuck, I can't reach my water. DoorDash ads are getting absurd. I mean, fucking commercials these days, dude. I can't remember the last time I saw a commercial and was like, that's a good commercial. The meaning should jump out. The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Kane. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. This stream has felt way shorter than it's been. Yeah. I was probably gonna, after I finish this, like, day, I don't know, I was probably gonna call my stream for now. Because, yeah, man, I'm streaming for 5 hours. I mean, you know, I read for the first hour, so... You understand that, right, Kane? Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. Whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Natsuki, you're right. I liked your poem. See? Wait, that's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. Why is it fucking... We're learning the lesson of the day right now. We like to have a lot of laughs around here, but you guys shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. You're right. I understand. Yuri? Huh? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, that's... But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just tell her how you feel, the magic school bus has shit, yeah. I do feel like I'm closing out an episode of a kid's show. And this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. I mean, for real. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm gonna do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. I feel bad about that. Oh boy, Mom is here. Natsuki. She really didn't need to do that. Thanks, Monica, for clearing that up. Sarah, you're not included in this, not you. I know, she did kind of jump in last second. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything all right? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, all right, I believe you. Thanks, Kane. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, you know, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm gonna go make some tea. Ah, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Kane, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It's a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you learn something from your friends, too, so your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Kane, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Second day of full club activity, by the way. Yeah. And it's been like this. Wild. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What did you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just want your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Kane, it's nice that I got to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you, too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? This dude is a fucking loser. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I say that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. I know. Fucking, does it have to stop there? Don't be like that. Oh. Fucking this up more. Gotta get through Act 1 at least. Come on now. I know. I wish I could, but you know, it's fucking like 3 in the morning for me. And like I said, I've been streaming for 5 hours. I'm having fun. East, yeah, I'm on East Coast. I feel like pain is not right. Okay. It's always her. Okay, I will save right there. Anyway, that was cool. Like, I'm excited to keep playing it. Like, you know, obviously the thing, whatever the thing is, whatever's, it hasn't kicked off, but like, I still like the vibe. I think like overall it still seems like it's a good game, and I think it's interesting to see where it's gonna go. We had a good time. Tomorrow, Fern, we'll play some Outlast Trials. We'll see. Maybe I'll play more of this tomorrow. If not, definitely we'll, you know, the next day or something. VN Chill, you know, welcome again to the community. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you. If you want to join the Discord, you know, I do post in there when I'm going live, and we can just talk about whatever. But thanks for hanging out, man. Definitely stay around and make sure things stay under wraps when you play this. Appreciate that. 100% for out to protect chat for this game. Yeah, apparently I was very interested to see how it goes. Well, I don't know if my choices are impacting things, picking like specific people, turning against other people, but my choice games typically go poorly. Anyway, appreciate you guys, and I will see you next time. Have a good night, everyone.